crying.
Okay, boys and girls, once again we are back. This is Wings Rule, and we are ready to begin our very first edition of the Lannisters boot camp. Okay, so let me just start by saying that everybody is really actually doing absolutely amazing. Their attacking has been fantastic. There's no question about it. What the purpose of this boot camp is going to be for is for the people that are in the Town Hall 8 range, Town Hall 9 range, are at the point now where they need to be diversifying their attack strategies. They need to be able to take on bases in multiple different fashions, and they need to make sure that they can do so in a manner that's going to get them 3 stars. So the idea behind this is that there's multiple different types of bases that you can attack. Not every strategy is going to work for every type of base. Not every strategy is going to work for every type of defense. So these aren't all based on maxed out Town Hall 8s, but these are definitely based out on some leveled up Town Hall 8s, whether it be maxed out air defense or maxed out mortars. Like, this, for us, we need to recognize that dragons are not the only strategy out there. Dragons are not as necessarily efficient or effective with max level air defense, max level Teslas, and max level archers. Those archer towers, those Teslas, those wizard towers, those air defense, they really put a heavy, heavy beating on those dragons, and they really just, they have a way of stifling an attack. You can walk away from there with 3 stars, you can walk away from there with 1, or you can get shut down completely. So the idea is, some of those ones that have those maxed out air defenses might be a better base to be attacked on the ground with a couple of these specific strategies. So what we're going to do today is day 1 boot camp, and we're going to show you an attack from a Town Hall 8 onto a Town Hall 8. And the Town Hall 8 is not really set up as a war base per se, but it gives you the idea of what you need to look for, and we're going to go through that as we look into this replay. Okay, so we're going to get started right off. We're going to just pause this and check out the troop comp, okay? So this is very essential. We have 3 lightning, 1 earthquake. It could go either way using the poison or the earthquake. In the CC, balloons, okay? Max balloons, obviously it's best to have something max in the CC. Hogs or balloons, but you're not going to bring in your level 4 balloons to try and take out anything. You can bring in level 4 hogs without too much difficulty and get somewhere, but with those balloons, they're going to go down in a mad hurry, and they're really not going to serve any purpose. So you're going to put the max balloons in your CC, and you're going to have 8 hogs and 8 dragons. Okay, so that's your troop composition, and we're going to explain what we're looking for. Okay, with this strategy, we're looking for an air defense that is vulnerable. Okay, we've got 3 air defenses in this base. There's 1 on the outside perimeter. As you can see, in this area here is our outside perimeter. So what we need to do is we need to recognize that this is where our air defense is. And it is one of the higher level air defenses, level 5. It's not maxed, okay, but that is vulnerable. That is definitely susceptible to something attacking it from the outside of the base. So next thing we're going to look for is we're going to look for the air sweeper. And there's the air sweeper right there, and it is definitely going to blow against anything coming in from this angle. So what we need to do is recognize that, and we need to say, okay, obviously we need to figure out what our best angle is to attack it from, and it's going to be anywhere from either this side, or across the north side. So for the purposes of our videos, this is going to be our north side, this is going to be our south side, this is going to be our east side, and this is going to be our west side for all these videos. So I'm going to try and refer to it in the same manner every time. Obviously, this guy isn't quite a maxed out Town Hall 8. He's definitely well on the way. He's got a few more defenses to upgrade. But okay, so now we know what we're looking for. Obviously, a typical war base, this town hall is not going to be hiding over here in the corner. It's definitely going to be in the middle, which is going to change things a tiny bit. But realistically, this strategy is it's going to really be very effective, okay? So especially on bases that aren't maxed out. So what we're going to do is we're going to see the dragons come in on this side, or the hogs come in on this side, and they're going to hit the wizard tower. They're going to take a few shots from the mortar. As you can see, they've lost maybe 20% of their health. They got that air defense, okay? So that's step one, okay? So that's key in this whole strategy. That is phase one, and that is definitely something that we need to make sure that you guys recognize. You need to scout that base. You need to know where you're dropping those hogs, that they're going to go to that air defense first. It's very easy to miss by a millimeter and pick up that wizard tower, and that's what happened. Unfortunately, there wasn't a Tesla hiding behind that air defense in between the gold storage and the elixir storage, because that would have probably eliminated those hogs before they took that air defense out. Okay, so now, and secondly, so we're going to be bringing our dragons in from the north side, okay, because we're going to go downwind of the air defense. We're going to take it out before it ever touches our dragons. Okay, so therefore, our target air defense for our lightning is going to be the furthest one from our entry point of our dragons. We want to get the maximum amount of dragons and balloons on this air defense right here, which is going to be our closest air defense to us, okay? So that's the reason why we take out the furthest air defense from our entry point, so that we're not on a limited amount of troops, and we're also not on a whole bunch of structures in between, okay? So we've got all of these structures, the gold storages, the CC, all of this stuff is in between us and that air defense. So we take that one out. Perfect, okay? So that's what we're going to see next. We're going to see dragons start to drop out on the edges right after this lightning drops, okay? So now that's 100%. We know that that air defense is gone, so we can continue with our strategy. Again, this layout is really pathetic, but as you can see, the dragons go down, and then the balloons come in maybe 2 seconds at max behind those dragons, okay? Because we want them to be following up the front, because eventually they are going to push ahead of those dragons. And we want to make sure that they're getting into some stuff that's going to deflect the damage from the dragons. The dragons are our key component to this attack, okay? We want to protect them at all costs. The balloons are going to take out some air traps. The balloons are going to take a lot of punishment, okay? So as you can see, basically this raid has sold itself. They lost all the balloons and everything in the core, which is fine, because that's the expectation, is those balloons are not going to last overly long. As you can tell, that earthquake could be a poison easily and help to destroy the CC troops. So now it's all over, but the crying, the dragons are going to take care of the rest of the work. At this point, it's out of your hands. You have taken all 3 steps and you have cleared this. So yeah, basically it's all in the dragons' hands, the wandering dragons, and hope that they go to the right targets at the right time. Alright, so what we're doing here is I would call this a Draholo attack strategy. Okay, so what we're doing is 8 dragons, 8 hogs, balloons in the CC, 3 lightning. Okay, so just remember the troop composition and try to practice this strategy a few times within the next 24 hours. Post the replays, good, bad, doesn't matter. Allow for a little bit of criticism from the leaders and the co-leaders. And yeah, good luck, guys, and hopefully we can start diversifying some of our attack strategies. Okay, so this is Wings Rule, and big thanks for Lannister for giving us a nice attack replay to go off of. Nice Town Hall 8 attack. Way to go, boss. Wings Rule, keep clashing. Peace.